Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Divine. Hello, Goody Phil. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started. Oh, I love this game. I can't wait to play it more. I hope I haven't forgotten everything. So I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Welcome to the early day stream, where we start 2 hours early because I have stuff to do Thursday nights. I think we're gonna just get right into it, because there's not a lot of people in here chatting, so no sense in dragging out the intro, right? Works for me, alright. Let's play the game. You're a voice actress? Your opening line definitely sounded very professional. You thought it was recording at first. I am a voice actress. Not like... Not in the way you would expect. What have I done VA for? So, this is a little bit roundabout, but... I mostly work with one guy at the moment. I'm working on getting my setup here a little bit more professional, so I need better equipment for that. But I work with a guy, if you've... You have to be familiar with the role play Twitch RPG community to really understand. But there's a guy who does sound design for a lot of those shows. His name is Drummer Boy, and he has done like Twitch alert commissions and stuff, so I've done some voice acting for that. And we have a sound pack on nerdordie.com for like just sort of generic alerts. So mostly I do Twitch alerts, I guess. I had to scream like a banshee for one. It was really hard. Sure, okay. Yeah, I mean, Twitch alerts. Everyone can understand Twitch alerts, right? So yeah, nothing exciting or fancy, but you know, it pays some bills. Heard VA is pretty hard to get into as a career. I can imagine. Like, this literally all I've done with it, but I think if you have the setup for it and you have the connections for it, and fortunately I'm friends with this guy who actually already does sound design work, so... And apparently he likes my voice because he's like, hey, you want to scream into a microphone for me? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Voice definitely seems up to par. Thank you so much. I just pulled my earphone out of my ears. Didn't know that. Always something new. Yeah, I got my fingers in a lot of different pies. To make it as a creative on the internet, I gotta do like a lot of different things to pay the bills. And this is but one of them. Alright, let's play this game. So, really love this game. We'll probably be mostly listening for a while though. Good luck at deducing dead dudes. Well, we're halfway there. We've unlocked all of the story sections except for the bargain section because I want to try to figure out everybody out before returning the book. That seems important to me. But yeah, I also love this game. It's so good. So now it's raining because we found all the story sections. I have to remember who we have left to figure out. So let's start at the beginning. 33 fates you got far after you fell asleep. I did. I think I got lucky because I stumbled into something where I was able to get a whole bunch right away. Leaving the ship before deducing everyone gets you the bad ending and an achievement. And you can reload the game to keep going. I don't care about Steam achievements. I want to get it right the first time. You felt the same way. Hey, Mega Inu. Thanks for popping in. Sorry you can't stay, but that's fine. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. Have a great day. Alright. So, Syed died to an illness, and then another Indian man died to an illness. Maybe this isn't Lewis Walker. I feel like this has got to be Patrick. Because this guy's definitely not O'Hagan. He's calling for O'Hagan, asked if he's still breathing, so this guy has to be O'Hagan. He definitely had a spike or a spear through him. So I'm not sure if the cause of death is correct. This guy was definitely shot by Edward Nichols, but he may not be Lewis Walker. We don't have an identity for this guy. We don't have names for either of these people, but we do know he's one of the Russians, and we only have 2 options, so we could just make a guess. At least I think he's one of the Russians. Yeah, because there's Volkov, and there's this guy, and then the Peters guys. Then there's another Russian. We see them chatting and playing cards when one of the guys is dying. I feel like... I don't know if it's this guy or that guy. Let's find out. Yeah, it's this guy.
Эй, наплевать, привязывай. С собой следи.
Stop the cheating. Worry about yourself.
Совет ушел. Купил.
That's Leonid. So then... this is gonna be the other Russian. We just don't know which one he is. Probably not that one. Let's swap them. Or maybe the cause of death is wrong. Alright, let's go do the calling. That's upstairs. No, it's these corpses laid out here. So he gets shot, he gets burnt, she gets clawed. We'll start with her. If we can. Yeah, 4 of 6. Okay, so he... Probably speared rather than spiked. You know, yeah, that looks more like a spear, unless there's a better descriptor for that death. Yeah, that looks definitely like being speared. Because these are too long to be spikes. These are like spear wielding things. So let's go back one. Go back to this guy's stuff.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Yeah, so that looks like being speared to me. He definitely looks like he's getting pulled overboard. So maybe I just have his identity wrong. Unless this is clawing. Let's try clawing. Other Russian. Oh. Alright, we'll leave him as Alarcus. And he's supposed to be the other one. They're definitely all sitting at the same table as the Russians. Definitely all speaking Russian. But I guess because they're speaking Russian doesn't mean that they would have to be. And that's 3 deaths on soul. And we've tried spiked for both of these. The plot thickens. I was not expecting Eldritch Horrors when I got this game. He looks like he's being pulled over to be drowned. And mermaids are beasts. Swapping the names again. Oh. Where was this game situated? So... kind of off the coast of Africa? It looks like they went from like Cape Town and then came up this direction on their way to go back to. No, they left England. That's what happened first. And then they went down by Madeira, then through the Canary Islands, and they were planning on going all the way down to South Africa, but they ended up turning around to go back. East India Trade Route. Yes, the captain is part of the East India Company. During the calling, I think they were heading towards the Canary Islands, which makes sense because they were very close to that. And then they ended up coming back because horrible mermaids. Now, here's the thing. I'm assuming that these guys are both Russian because we see them both speaking Russian, or at least one of the other speaking Russian and playing cards with. Not you. With Leonid Volkov, who is also Russian. And we've confirmed that he is. So there's only two other Russians, and so if they're all playing together, that suggests that they're the other two Russians to me. But they may not be. And it's possible I'm getting their deaths wrong. But okay, this guy has not been confirmed. Patrick O'Hagan spy. No, yeah, I can change him. But we know at the time of someone's death. I don't think it's his. Yeah. He starts saying, O'Hagan, you still breathing, can you row? And then Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. So we know that when he dies, which he's not dead yet, he's clearly still alive. This guy's no longer on the ship. This guy's no longer on the ship. We don't know who he is yet. Got a pipe. That's Chinese there. Technically it's Formosan. She's we've already identified her. She's calling for help. You recognize the Hansi characters? Yeah. So we've identified all of the people from Formosa. So yeah, she's still alive, and then she gets clawed to death. She's calling for help from him, because that's her husband. And he goes for the chest, reaches inside, finds a jewel that zaps all the mermaids, but then also burns him alive. So, unfortunately, that's not helpful, because we're good there. I need to identify this guy, like basically the Roman. All the important people I've got, but these people are hard to get. So there's 8 memories with this guy. Let's remove all bookmarks and let's bookmark this guy's memories, and we'll read some stuff. Oh, there we go. So there's Russian again. He's speaking English though. He says give us a weapon. But he might be speaking English because he's speaking to someone who's English. They say strange things about monsters, so maybe this person... Well, no, because you gotta be Patrick. You're the only one left on the boat, unless this guy's supposed to be Patrick. What I missed? I forgot to tell you days early. We've only just started. I did go to the card table though, and these guys both were at the card table, so that was my first thought. So and they're also both, well, at least this guy. Where? Hold on. That's not him talking. So that means that that's this guy talking. Or it could possibly be this guy talking. But he wasn't at the card table. So yeah, this guy was at the card table, and that guy was at the card table. Along with... what's his face? Leonid. So I've already done that. So that suggests to me that they're both Russian. That guy looks like he could be Chinese though, doesn't he? Because of how he's dressed. He also looks like he's a top man because he's sitting on here. So I think his identity is incorrect. I think he's one of the top men from China. Especially because he's able to determine what they're saying, so it seems like they speak the same language, which suggests to me then that this guy is not Alexei but is O'Hagan, because he, or maybe it could be this guy, to be fair, but he gets pulled out. Who can he see? Check your Russians. What do you mean? Because I guess just because they're playing cards with Russians and speak Russian doesn't mean that they're Russian. But anyway, let's go to his death. Let's back up a little. Actually, I want to go forward a little, but I can only back up. So I'd have to get out of here. They say strange things about monsters. So that suggests to me...
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good.
And
Quiet and alert.
I, sir, checked and loaded them myself. That sounds like that's O'Hagan. So this guy might be O'Hagan, actually. Is it okay to mention if you already have the information to properly identify someone?
Shut it up.
Technically, we should have the information to properly identify everyone. We've seen all the story bits. So... Not to say the answer, but who. Again, that would apply to literally anyone, so I guess it's okay. You can say, yeah, you can identify that guy. I'm like, yeah, I can identify everyone, technically. Okay. So, I feel like this guy's O'Hagan. Which... This guy looks like he's maybe one of the Chinese people. So we'll just call him Hong Li for now. Which suggests to me that these are both the Russians. But I don't think they're spiked, I think they're speared. he just narrowly misses getting hit. Have you played this before, by the way, Damavoy? And also, hello and welcome to the stream. The fellow who's blown up in the Doom, there's a twisty breadcrumb trail to a proper identification. Yeah, I feel like there probably is, and I'm looking forward to exploring that. But while I'm here, I want to try to get these guys while I'm here. I'm pretty sure this guy's O'Hagan. That kind of makes sense, especially here. That's clearly Nichols talking to O'Hagan, so it would make sense that he's talking to O'Hagan. Well, I guess we could look and see who he's looking at. But he's looking over here at Galligan, so maybe that's Galligan. So we need to see who he's looking at when he says O'Hagan. So we need to go to the moment of his death. It's been on your brain since finishing the VOD. That's fine. I'm gonna finish this up first and then we can try to figure out him. Okay, so let's start here. That's Galligan, right? Yeah, I need to see the moment he dies.
You still breathing? Can you?
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? That made me think he was talking to this guy, but I don't think he is.
Shoot them for God's sake!
Oh! Yeah, that would totally make sense if it's this guy. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is O'Hagan, then. And he's getting dragged under, so... Drowned by a terrible beast? Is he getting dragged under? Do we see a hand on him? Yeah, there's definitely a hand on him right there. So getting dragged off the ship, that would be drowned by a terrible beast, right? The only other options are fell, and he's not falling, he's being pulled off. Eaten, we don't see evidence of that. Yeah, so I think he has to be correct now. Captain's hiding, as you do. So let's go back to his death. Seems like you have your Russians mixed up. I might, yeah. I'm just guessing who's who. So I don't know if I have their cause of death correct. So yeah, I'm gonna switch them around now. We're gonna call you Alexei.
3 days. You've packed enough stores.
I see.
And we're gonna call you Alark.
Check the load
Still
of the
not
missile.
correct.
Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance.
Does one of the fall options include? Let's find out. Fell overboard. No, that's not correct. Might be remembering the wrong Russians. I don't think so. But I guess if you've played it before, you would know better than I do. So there's Leonid. He's speaking Russian. He's playing cards with this guy. And he's confirmed. Playing cards with this guy. And I marked them both as Russians when we got there. We can go back and check that then.
但是一爱怪不出血，你絕對賣佢啦！
I think I've got their causes of death correct. So let's check to see their identities. Yep, I'm heading back there now. So that was this memory. Leonid. This guy. And this guy. Oh, it's Patrick.
Saya tu tahu. Aku terpilih.
At least the guy we assume is Patrick. See, I had him marked as a Russian before, but it makes more sense that he's Patrick. Because one of them says, stop your cheating. The other one says, worry about yourself. And then they're both turning to look to see what's happening. So I don't know who he's talking to. Your tablet died, oh no. Check to see all who's present. It says 22 others are present. As long as they're not spiders, they are in fact plants. Hey, Eddie. Oh, right, because they're all sleeping. Yeah, it makes more sense if he's... I don't know, I'm so confused. We've got Leonid there. We've got somebody else there who he's seen with here, suggesting he's Russian. I mean, it's not technically true because you're saying that daddy longlegs aren't spiders. But the daddy longlegs plant is not a spider. Occam's razor tends to apply in this game. That's what I've been trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do. Initial sketch does show him playing with an Englishman. I didn't ask for a hint, Eddie, but thanks. Because, yeah, he is playing with Samuel Peters. And then there's some guy who speaks Russian. And then there's Leonid, who is Russian. So we have Samuel Peters, a guy who speaks Russian, and Leonid. 33. I've identified 33 people. Start with whatever you're most sure about or comfortable with. I don't remember a lot of stuff that I figured out last time. Maybe the other Russian isn't close to them, which raises the question of who the heck is he? Good question. I don't know. I think we can figure that this guy is definitely Russian. This guy has got to be Patrick O'Hagan just because of when he dies. That seems the most likely. Because when he dies, not that guy. This guy's shouting for O'Hagan, so we know that O'Hagan's present. He's shouting, "Are you still breathing? Can you row?" as he's getting pulled overboard. This guy's behind him. He's been speared by a beast. We don't know his name. We could just try giving him some names. But I have no idea who he is. Because he's the only one left alive. And he's getting knifed as O'Hagan is getting pulled over. Let's go back there. We'll take a look at it. Who else would he be asking is the question. Because I already tried the guy who looks like he's Chinese. I was convinced it was him for a long time, and now I'm convinced that it's not him. Alright, let's listen.
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
So we hear a scream, which does not sound like him. That's probably this guy screaming as he's getting pulled over. He's getting pulled over the moment this guy's getting stabbed. It's possible he could be asking if he's still breathing and can he row, but it looks like he's slumped over dead. There's also this guy who's clearly slumped over dead. I guess it's possible that he's Nichols. Or O'Hagan. Sounds like he's talking to the other boat, is he? I guess his tone is the same in both, right? When he's shouting to O'Hagan versus when he's shouting to Nichols. So I guess it's possible that you're O'Hagan. And we don't know who you are. Because he wouldn't necessarily be able to see that he's like actually dead. But it does seem like one of these two. Goody Phil. We are doing a blind playthrough. I appreciate that you want to help, but I do like to figure out things on my own. So I will ask that you not post any spoilers, hints, or tips unless I specifically ask, if that's okay. Especially since it seems like you've played this game before, so you do know the answer. I'm happy to I'm happy to figure it out with people who've never played this before, but if you do know the answer, I would prefer that you don't tell me. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright, I'm just gonna take away everybody's names and start over. played the game before and you're trying to save you time, since I've already been in that memory, that's fine. I appreciate it, but please ask first, because I like to figure things out on my own. So I'm not worried about saving time, but I appreciate it. It's General Custard in the library with the piano wire. Hey Jug, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we'll start at the end and work backwards. Well, let's go to the Russian table again. Obviously, we've seen the people at the Russian table, but we don't know that they're all Russians. We can assume that they are, I guess. Limit your postmark. I would appreciate it. And if you want to give me a hint, you can either wait for me to ask first, or you can always ask and say, hey, Estaney, would you like a hint? And I'll be happy to let you know if I'm ready for one or not. Professor Pugnacious and all with his bootstrap, jeez. Okay. So we can assume that these dudes, and I've already done this, are all, like, Indians, because they're with Syed, and they're all speaking the same language. I also assumed that these guys were all of the Russians. So we have Leonid. I was correct with him. This guy. Get rid of him. And this guy. Stitch emotes! Oh man, those are pretty great. So, if we consult... Hey, thanks for following, Goody Phil. And, thanks for taking me, scolding you in stride. Appreciate it. So there's definitely two people speaking Russian here. We don't know who's speaking, though. We can assume that it's probably Leonid. And then it's one of these other guys. Does anyone look like he's cheating? Do we see a card in anybody's sleeve or pocket? Auntie, thank you so much for the host, and also hello and welcome. How are you feeling? Or anybody who could potentially look at somebody else's cards. He's setting a card down. What are they playing? They're only holding 3 cards. He's got 3 cards. He's got 2 cards. I'm speaking Russian. Dan has a bunch of Kingdom Hearts emotes at the moment. Nice. Looks like just 1 card there. How many Russians do we have left? We just have these 2. So I'm just gonna give them names. And that way we've marked them both as being at the Russian table, basically. Which we did before, but it's fine. You have different ways of thinking and different expectations of spoilers and hints, and I respect that. Nice. Well, I appreciate it. Because some people just get annoyed and leave. And that's fine too. So now let's work backwards. Try not to solve everything while I'm gone. I'll try, Domovoy.
Ahoy!
Have fun with the laundry. Okay, so
Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure!
that guy
I
shoots
yield!
him.
Hold your fire!
He's already dead, so we'll go to his death. Estain Hoy! Hey, Derek. Welcome, welcome. I'm at home and the net here is bad as always, so I'll be lurking. Catch me in Discord anytime. Okay, Anda. Did you say how you were feeling? If you did, I missed it. You didn't. How are you feeling? Are you feeling any better?
休假，休假。
He's climbed boats and is pulling one of the bodies up. It's so creepy that he wants to save these, like, mermaid bodies. So she gets clawed. They're getting zapped. He's super dead. This guy is super dead. Let's go to mermaid bodies. I missed so much. Yeah, I think we did this towards the end of Tuesday.
Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Okay, so yeah, mermaids. Murdering everybody. So, Derek, here's what you've missed. This guy here, the second mate, Edward Nichols, he got obsessed by the Formosan treasure here that he has stolen. When they were just by the Canary Islands, Nichols murders a guy, steals the treasure, kidnaps the Formosan royalty, and takes them on a rowboat trying to escape to the Canary Islands. Is that guy getting smooched? I mean, this guy, he's getting stabbed in the neck with a knife. So, you know, same difference, really. This guy looks like he's getting dragged under. You can see a little arm, like, pulling him, right? Hint, Nichols is a shithead. He is. She's getting clawed by the mermaid. Who's glowing? Does she have a shell in her back? She's got one of the shells attached to her. Look at that. But she doesn't. That guy's a lady, yeah. She's getting clawed to death. See all the blood? And the claws at her throat? Oh, takes notes. So we see this guy getting knifed in the neck. We figured out his death, so that's fine. Let's see. Let's go to the moment of her death now. Because he gets dragged under. We just aren't sure what his name is. Oh, we can't. Because she's not dead yet. game looks wild. Hey, Velky. This game is so cool looking. So, who dies first? Does the... tell us that? Okay, so that looks like it's 1 or 10. And that is 405. So this guy dies first, so we'll go to this guy next. Yes, you can press tab with the pocket watch open to flip to the book to the relevant page. You're welcome, Derek. That's just the relevant one for this scene. So this guy dies first, then this guy, then Samuel, then Bunlanlim, then Itben Sut, and then Nichols, and then these guys go missing. And we know that someone here is O'Hagan. So if these are both Russians, this guy could be O'Hagan, but that's what I did before. And it was wrong.
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Okay. So who's all talking here? Someone says Mother of God in Russian. Keep rowing. That's probably Nichols. They're here. Bang the chest. That's Miss Lim. Where is it? There. Something's there. I see it. Give us a weapon in English. Miss Lim, stay down. Pick up the oars and row, you fool. So maybe... maybe you're O'Hagan? Give us a weapon didn't sound particularly Irish, though. And I don't think I can make them replay the dialogue. I would have to visit this scene again. Every time Estaney pronounces it as O'Hagan, I die a little inside. I'm sorry. O'Hagan. Okay. Sorry. Alright, let's try swapping my Russians. I don't know if he's being clawed or drowned. Did it! This is hard. Hey, Dezo. Welcome, welcome. Damn Americans. Ahoy, me turkey sea dog. Over halfway, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're getting there. The whole scene is pretty long and confusing. Honestly, it is. So we just don't have this guy, and he seems like we know how he dies. He gets speared by a beast. He's the only one left. So we just really need to figure out where he appears, right? So and we know that this guy is not Lewis Walker. So let's call him unknown. I think he's a top man. And we'll just call him unknown. We know that he's not correct. We know he's shot with a gun by Edward Nichols. That's what happens. He's at here. See? He's technically here, but he's probably sleeping, so we don't really have a lot of clues for who he is. Wow, calling mermaids beasts in 2019. They are. They're terrible beasts. Again, I think it makes sense that he's one of the Chinese top men. Because he's able to translate what the Formosan people are saying. They say strange things about monsters. I would love to listen to this again. Oh, he's the one who's saying they say strange things about monsters. So he's the one. This guy. O'Hagan's the one. Is he? Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. No. This guy is the one who says they see strange things about monsters. So I'd like to go back to that and listen to what he says and how he says it.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩抓不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落在水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
Yeah, he sounds like he's Chinese. He has an accent for sure. So he's gonna be one of these guys. So we can definitely leave him as an unknown top man and know that he's not Lewis Walker. Okay, cool. I think that's all we can deduce here. He could be Formosan. I mean, he could be, but he's not part of the Formosan family, and there's no other Formosans on ship, so probably isn't. Only 4 Formosans all identified. I did! I started reading it! It was so cool! Okay, so he's the guy who we can see out of the second mate's window, I think. I want to listen to how he says it.
her toes.
We best push her.
搞崩佢
Here.
！Captain，
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Give it up.
Yeah, he also sounds Chinese. I mean, maybe he's not, but okay, so he's definitely being shot by this guy, who's Edward Nichols, right? So we can conclude that's cause of death. But we know that he's not this guy. He could be the guy from Sierra Leone, but I think it's more likely he's one of the top men. Because if we go to... Because he's only in 2 memories, where he dies and this memory, where he was on... Oh, where he's sleeping in the hold or whatever. Okay. But if we look at the sketch, he's here with like all of the other top men. But we know, oh, maybe I got them backward. Maybe he's not, I don't think he can be Timothy because he would have been confirmed otherwise. Maybe he's Lewis. And maybe Timothy. Because he sounded like he could have been a bit Scottish. So maybe that's correct. Because he says, give it up. And then he gets shot. And that could have been Scottish. So, let's see. He perishes. Oh, right. He's killed by the captain. So if they're escaping, maybe they went to the Azores, because it seems like they got away. Well, let's see if this is correct. No. Let's try one more thing. Because they probably would have all stayed together. No. Okay. Clubbed by canaries. So I know that their names are correct because... Where is it? This guy was shot by Emily Jackson. We've confirmed that. And we can confirm then that she is Emily Jackson. And then by process of elimination, she has to be Jane Bird. All right, let's go through the escape. So the bosun was torn apart by a terrible beast. He did that at the end of Doom. He was torn apart. Palmos was stabbed by Leonid. And then Leonid was shot by Emily. Because he's trying to stop them from taking the last boat. This is what's happening downstairs. So I guess we need to go maybe to one of these later deaths and work our way backwards. We can start with like the guy who was knifed, I guess. And have we worked out? Would have. Oh, Olis, the gunner's mate, is the one who knifed him. Sure. But let's go back to his death and see what we can figure out. We need to go down one more. Because I believe it's in one... Oh, wait. No, it's up here, isn't it? Yeah. This blood trail. Sits on hands!
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back and save him. Hold on. Hold on. Pull him back and save him. Are you Pete? You're Pete! Yay! I will say, you sitting on your hands and mentioning it definitely tipped me off, so be careful with that too. And we know who you are. Yeah, you're William. Still don't know who you are though. But wait, hold up. Do we have how many more do we have left? We just have the one. So you're Thomas. There we go. Easy. It's okay, Domovoy. Just letting you know. But as soon as he said Pete, I would have investigated that anyway. Pete's mother part of the crew too? No.
What's all this, Gav?
You have a plan?
Wait. Oh, I wanted to see in there. That's okay. We'll go back. We'll go back.
Let them go!
Yeah, Gunner's mate's definitely the one stabbing him. Who are you? I mean, unless you... I don't know. Because you're running at him with a knife? So that suggests you're the one who stabbed him? You don't have a knife, so it's gotta be that. So that's when she shoots him. He's holding his ears. She's cowering. And he looks like he's like just climbing back up. I think we need to go back one though. Or go forward in time rather. To the time machine!
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
I can't
Get
go
up,
past
son.
him.
I'll stay with you.
So let's go
Tell
to
Pete's
this
mother.
guy's stuff.
What's all this, Gav?
Oh, come on! Alright, I can't go past this guy. Hey April! Welcome, welcome. I need to turn this down. How are you supposed to successfully infer what happens to the number of people who flee the ship? Yeah, it's tricky, for sure. Like, I'm trying to see if there's evidence whether or not they die or get away or what happens. I don't see them at all. I don't see a boat. And you would think I would see like a boat sailing away if they lived, right? Unless they're down at the bottom and I literally just can't see it. Why can't I just lean over the side and look? Not yet. But thank you for asking, Eddie. So yeah, it's possible they've been lowered over the side. And it looks like he's dumping the body over the side as well. I just wish I could change my perspective a little, because I can't see over the side. I don't know, Eddie. I don't know. I'm just saying that I appreciate you asking. I wasn't saying that as a, I appreciate you asking this time. You know, it was just, I appreciate you asking, is all. I don't see a boat down there. I don't see evidence that the lines were cut. They look like they've been lowered. So, let's see. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's during their fight. So I need to, and you're not dead yet. Oh, and he's already dumped this guy, I guess. Pick a card, any card.
Let them go!
And then when we get to this guy, his body's already gone. They must have already dumped him. But yeah, he gets shot. And then I think it's this guy who's going over and dumping the bodies. They make for the lazarette. Oh, that's interesting. Because of the captives. Interesting. Alright, let's go to where he first appears. So he was present there, but I don't think he's saying it. You did, friends. Okay, so that's when he was, yeah, I remember that. It's cool how you're visiting old scenes with new information and now you see them differently. Yeah, it is really cool. There was one point where I was identifying some people. It was one of the first Cthulian scenes I had looked at. And I was so focused with the people on deck that I didn't realize that there were people like falling from the rigging and being knocked from boats and stuff. It was actually really cool to see that. My hint is to get as much vitamin C before you go out sailing again. No conversation there. So I was looking to see if there's any indication on where they were going to go. There's no evidence that they die, at least not here. Escape, and then at the end is the end, right? I guess we could look for the boat here. Yeah, let's go back. And see if they're sailing off, and if so, which direction they're going. Hey, Sock! Welcome, welcome. And just not go out sailing, stay safe in port here in Innsmouth. We take care of our own, oh no. I won't become one of your fish people.
Captain! Open the door!
Kick it in.
Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
Oh, you can't even see the water from here.
Exactly what I give you!
So I don't think this is gonna help us. Well, it was a good thought. Alright, so then... So the escape happens here. The boat is heading back towards England at this point. Because this is the prow, or the front of the boat. So they're taking a ship that is on the port side? I don't, the left-hand side, we'll just say that. So it makes sense that they would be heading to the Azores and be alive. And he's already thrown the shells back and whatever, so there shouldn't be anything attacking them, so they should make it safely. Or maybe they're... I bet that sparkling thing is the shell. Because anytime we see it, it's sparkling, so that's probably where he threw it overboard. Yes, you did get me to listen to that Damavoy. Hey Derek, you remember that tentacle song that you used for Squiddy? That's that song, and Damavoy's the one who, had me first listen to it. Do you remember that? Good.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last push.
Alright. So he was coming down with the boat.
Down!
Tentacles! Tentacles! That's a great pairing there, Jug. I like that. Actually, we don't need to go there. We can look at one of these bodies. I think it's this guy. Yeah, that's the top.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
That's the captain. Okay. So we see him looking incredibly distraught. We can't open doors during flashbacks. The end of his club is dark, and I can't tell if that's shadow. It might just be shadow. He's tossing him overboard. But if we go back, the last thing we're gonna see is him being shot. So there's gotta be something here that suggests what happens in the moments after him being shot before we no longer see the boat again. We don't see... We don't see Steward anymore either. Cuz over. Thank you so much for following. You want to collab between Hades and Ursula? That would be cool. Yeah, okay, so we don't see when he gets shot. This guy, Davy James. We don't see him anymore. He's not on the boat here. He's not on the ship, I should say. But he's throwing this corpse overboard where the boat was going down. That suggests to me there's no boat there anymore, or all the people are dead. But he wouldn't have been able to knife them. He was running up with a knife when he was over here. He ran up with a knife. The captain shot into the air. He pointed a gun at Leonid, especially after he stabbed this guy. Then Jane shot Leonid, and now all the bodies are being dumped over. That suggests that they're not alive, to me. But how would the boat have sunk? Either the boat has sunk, or the boat's still there but everyone on it is dead, or they're just dumping corpses onto the boat to try to, like, I don't know, hit him? Is crushed by a body a thing? That wouldn't kill you. Even at that height, it probably wouldn't kill you. I feel like these people all share the same fate. So if I can guess the correct fate, we'll probably be able to get it. We know they're not alive, so they did, or at least we know they're not in the Canary Islands or the Azores. It's very unlikely they would have made it back to the United Kingdom. I don't think they're in any of these places. So maybe they fell overboard. Let's try that. No. Okay, let's look at what the options are. Axed, no evidence of that. All right, Eddie, you've already asked me that like 3 times. I'm aware that you would like to offer a hint, so you don't need to keep asking. Can always come back to this later. I don't know if I'll get more information that will give me an idea of what's happened to them, though. It's one that people get stuck on. Makes sense. I'm just saying. I know you're brimming with hints, and I'm good for now. But thank you. I just want to look at what my options are. So, struck, no. I mean, if you gave one outright, you'd get banned. Check me if I'm wrong, but the boat sets sail like 11 years before it shows back up. I don't know. 4 years. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how long it's been missing for. Or what the current year is supposed to be. Froze to death. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how old these people are. Hmm. So the escape happens right here. They could have gone to if we assume that they escaped. Let's say that they made it on a boat. There are a couple of places they could have made it to. They could have made it to the Azores. They could have made it to Madeira. They could have made it to the Canary Islands. They could have possibly made it to Africa or Spain, Portugal. Yes, the bargain bit is the bit that we will only find out after turning in the book, and so I want to fill everything in first. Oh, he's not. Maybe he wasn't blasted with a cannon then. Maybe that's incorrect. It looked like he was for sure, though. Because he would have been marked as correct if he was John. I had a reason for thinking he was John, but maybe I just gave him a name. Maybe they made some foolish bargain with the beasts or the master exchange for being allowed to escape. Maybe. Just give up and turn in the book incomplete. No! I refuse. So a lot of these guys, they have like the 3 triangles above their head, which means they're really hard to figure out who they are. He doesn't have any because... Maybe because we already figured him out, actually. Because, yeah, he had the 3 triangles and we got him. He only has 1, so he should be really easy to figure out, they say. Why? No one ever says his name. Maybe he's the one who's speaking here. And he was apparently present when the stowaway died. And present on the cargo deck. You guys are funny. I guess we'll just give you a name and we'll see what happens. We know that your cause of death is correct, so yeah, we'll just move on from that. This looks like crushing by falling cargo, right? You totally got crushed by cargo that fell down the stairs. The other option is beast, cannon, rigging, or stones. We pick cargo. Falling down the stairs to his death doesn't really... That doesn't really seem correct. He definitely looks like he was crushed by cargo. That's definitely not rigging. He was carrying basically one of the bodies of the mermaids downstairs. And they were holding like this sort of transportation thing, kind of like a litter or a whatever. And she hits where is it? She hits Thomas Sefton, she's still alive, smacks him with her tail, and murders him. Everybody falls. This guy gets crushed by the device. You think that would make it a beast? I don't know, because it wasn't like the beast threw the cargo at him. The beast hit the dude with her tail, and everybody kind of lets go, and then the cargo hits him. So it's not like it was a deliberate action of the beast. It was more like an accidental thing that happened. I tried falling down the stairs, but I don't know that that's quite accurate. Okay, we know that he's electrocuted. I could just give him a name as well. Hey! Yay! Yay! Yeah, Phil already mentioned that you get the bad ending if you turn the book in without it being complete. But I'm gonna complete the book, so I want a good ending. I don't know how bad, but it doesn't matter because I want to fill in the book. I'm gonna fill in the book. You can just jump back in like it never happened, but yeah. I know, but I want to fill in the book. I don't care about achievements. I want the best ending right away. Okay, so you are not Abraham. Or maybe you're not crushed by falling cargo. So we'll try William for you. Which means we'll try Abraham for you. Yeah, because I could still be, I could still play it afterwards. Like, you don't know. I mean, it's very unlikely that I'm going to do every run of this on stream, but you don't know what I'm going to do. It's fine. Respects the bloods anymore. Let's give you a name. Yeah! Yes! Yes! I'm too excited for this. Random guessing, let's go. I mean, at this point, it's kind of what I'm left with. And it's not completely random. It's like, okay, I know you're Chinese. Let's go. Most people, and myself included, make these educated guesses at the end. The game tells you that you have to make it. That you have to make assumptions and do process of elimination. Let's try Swift. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button to go back. Can you imagine how much worse it would be if you never got any confirmations and lockouts? Yeah, that would suck. Only confirms you get all 60 correct. There are clues for everyone, or process of elimination, but you never have to guess. Interesting. Are you... Okay. I was like, you're probably the purser. You look like the purser. Okay, interesting. So I'll probably do these guys last. Because it seems a bit easier to figure out someone's identity than it is to figure out somebody's fate. Did you win? I'm getting there. Seems like 15 or something in the last 20 minutes. Yeah, it's like once you start narrowing things down, it makes it easier to kind of fill in the blanks. So you're either John, Alexander, or Shirley. Oops, I keep hitting wrong. Seaman. Don't know your identity. Top. All right, let's bookmark some memories. How many are left? Oh, I'm not sure. I think it says in my save file. I think we just got 45? So another 15? You're gonna giggle if you're right about the bosun's mate. Okay. What is a bosun, by the way? Glossary tent. That's right, I do have a glossary. A foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Okay. Supports and assists their superior. Purser, I know, is like a... Yeah. Manages small items with stores for the crew. Gunner's in charge of the guns. A top man? I'm pretty sure that's someone who's on the rigging. But yeah, let's go over that stuff. Also, hey ticker. Higher rated seamen specializing in work above deck in the sails and the rigging. Midship. Officers in training assist various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status. Steward is a servant to an officer of a higher ranked crew member, performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Helmsman is the guy who does the wheel. Low-level crew members responsible for general manual labor on the ship and below deck. Rigging is the network of ropes and chains supporting the masts and used for working of the sails. Don't know. You can put that in the spoilers chat on Discord if you feel like joining our Discord. But I would say keep it out of chat in case there's people here who also don't want to be spoiled on it. Thanks for dropping the link, Derek. Okay. A bitter cold. We've solved all the deaths in there. Loose cargo. We've solved all the deaths in there. Murder. Got all those. The calling. Got all those. Okay, so it only shows this guy talking. So this guy doesn't speak in this scene. Who else is present? So there's that guy who dies later. Bosun. He looks like he's wearing fancier clothes. Doesn't he? Like he looks like he has a tie or something. What if he's Charles Minor? Well, let's look at the bosun. Where's my Frenchman? Squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. So we need to find out where someone was torn apart. That we've not identified. So we have two options, really. We've got this guy. And he looks like he's a seaman, not a mate. And then we've got either of these guys. Again, this guy looks like a seaman. And this guy looks like he could be... Would he have escaped? And these guys all definitely fell overboard because I'm pretty sure anyway. Let's go back and investigate those scenes. Where's the door? Out of here. Is there not one? Maybe it's down here. Use the same trick you did for the stewards and the maids? Maybe. Zozo, hello! Thank you so much for raiding. Hello and welcome. Also, Storm, hi. I didn't say hello to you when you showed up. Hello and welcome. Lich raid. Well, you know, it's a good raid because we're dealing with a lot of death today. Shout out. Zozo can. So I can see what you're playing. Playing Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen. You've been playing a lot of Ogre Battle, haven't you? I feel like every time I see you streaming or shouting you out, you're playing that. Maybe I'm wrong though. We've dealt with him. Dealt with you. Dealt with you both. Except for you. We're kind of assuming that you've fallen overboard because I'm pretty sure this is the last place we see you. Yeah, this is the last place we see this guy. So we can kind of assume that he gets knocked overboard. What's this game about? 1800s murder mystery, yeah! With fantastical elements, yeah, because we can see the moment of death of particular people. These moments frozen in time. It's the most recent game by Lucas Pope, the guy who made Papers, Please, and it is super not what I was expecting, and it's also fascinating. The goal is basically to fill in this book. So, for example, you'll see a moment of death. You'll look at a person and say, okay, that's this guy. He doesn't have a name, so he'll start like this. This unknown soul met an unknown fate, and you have to look around to figure out who they are and how they die. So this guy, this is the last point we see him. He looks, from other context clues, like he is just a low-level seaman. And he looks like he's gonna get knocked overboard. But it's possible he gets drowned by a beast. We don't know. We're gonna have to guess here. Totally a so-so game. Yeah, this is so cool. Have I played Papers, Please before? Yes, I've streamed it. I've played a lot of it. It's a really good game. And it includes Cthulhu! Or something. Some giant squid and other Cthulian beasts. It's super rad. I love it. Highly recommend it. You cleared it with me? Oh, you cleared it with Derek. Okay. The hidden achievement is called The Captain Didn't Blame Every Death on the Captain. That's very silly. Odd that he's beside the bosun? Is that odd? Why is that odd? Like, everybody's everywhere. The captain is the tentacle monster. There you go. It's a bit of a free-for-all TBH. Yeah, like, she's looking for her husband. This guy's over here. The helmsman's being pulled off of the ship. Like, it's a fucking mess. Let's be real. So let's go back a step. Because now he's here. This guy, Wei Li is here. The bosun's all the way over here. Throwing a gun to this guy. But let's see. Yeah, you're the fourth mate. You know what, though? Given the context of him asking, where's my Frenchman? And he is the only unidentified person out here. He might be the bosun's mate. And if so, then he got torn apart. There's also this guy, but we've identified him. Check with with the bosun and other memories to confirm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna label him as such for now. I don't know that he is, because he's dressed more like this guy. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. All right. So we also need to check Soldiers of the Sea. The bosun is not down there. It's the carpenter, whoever you are, a couple of topmen, and Nathan. But the bosun is in this memory. Along with the gunner's mate, the first mate, the captain, purser, the surgeon, Peter, Thomas, the steward, and could you check the path of his memories? I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Unless you mean something else. And if so, that's the guy who shoots him. I'm gonna leave that for now. Bosun, this guy. Bunch of midshipmen. Carpenter. First mate, surgeon, purser, steward. These two guys. Still together. Now they're not. Now it's this guy. Brennan. Lars. Not sure. But he could be handling this task for the bosun. He could be the one trying to get the stuff on deck. And then he's listed as here, but it sounds like he's upstairs on the deck, like not up in the rigging. Because we weren't able to actually look at him to identify him, but we can look downstairs when we're up on the rigging and see a bunch of people pulling a rope. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, though, but I don't know much about ships, so... Then the bosun and he are together again. Bosun and he are together again. And the bosun and him. Bosun and him. And now just him. But again, if he's the bosun's mate, he could be doing the cargo, securing the cargo for him. And given where his position is, it would make sense that he got torn apart, but maybe he got torn apart off screen. Because he was trying to protect the bosun. So I think I'm going to leave that for now. Doing the jobs the bosun asked me to do. That's what I'm thinking. And if that's correct... we need to head back to here. He would have been shot by the bosun's mate, if that's correct. We're also assuming that you're Zung Sathi. Also, we've not confirmed who the third mate is. Have we not found his death? Yeah, you've got to be the ship's steward. I guess you could be the captain's steward, but I don't think that you are, because what's the difference between a ship's steward and a captain's steward? That's really important. If the captain says you've been my steward, is he talking about his personal steward? I would assume so. He was under unholy captives. Here? 20 years my steward, and I've never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. So that assumes the person he's talking to is the captain's steward. And this is the person that he's talking to. So this is either Philippe Dahl, who's from Sweden, which makes sense given his appearance, or Zungi Sathi from India. No, this has got to be Philippe Dahl. Because this guy has to be Zungi Sathi. Just given their appearance. You haven't locked the captain's steward, but you did get verbal confirmation. I mean, the only thing he could be is the captain's steward or the ship's steward. Because if it's those are the only two people where he could say my steward, right? We can't get him locked in because I'm pretty sure this is where we find his fate. In the lazarette. And one being dragged away. Yeah. And he's going to be in the lazarette. So. Because yeah, we can see when we click on him, we can only give him a name. We don't have a fate for him. Don't have a fate for either of these people yet. Come to them last. So then who are you? Let's bookmark your memories and see where you appear. So we first see you doing cargo stuff. Again, you look like you're wearing nicer clothes. Then the cargo falls, you're still present. You're on the gun deck when Solomon succumbs to a tragic illness. But you're not there. You're not there when Renfred Rajub succumbs to a tragic illness. So a lot of people were there, but we can't see a lot of them. They're all sleeping on the gun deck. Is that where the seamen sleep? And then this is in the surgeon's room, so we can't see much there. Go to the next. So this was above deck. I want to see what this guy is doing in this scene. Because that will give me some indication of who he is. Because I might have gotten him wrong. I probably did, let's be real. What names, countries do you have left to fill in? I'll let you know in just a minute. Okay, so in that scene, I'm looking for the body, these bodies.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？故意来，全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害人较对无过好，写得滚死啊！你头个老实。
Shell? What shell?
There's the bosun. There's some guy. Yeah, okay, so we got them. Pulling that up seems like a low job to do, though. But so did, huh. And that guy is still fairly nicely dressed in there, isn't he? So I guess the question is, would the bosun, where's the bosun? Bosun's here, right? Would the bosun have his mate next to him, lifting this cargo out? Or would the bosun have his mate in the rowboat, lifting cargo out? Let's see, who's left? So we have 4 seamen. We have, and that's it. We have 4 seamen left to identify, and the bosun's mate. That's it. Unless, well, we know the surgeon is the surgeon, so that's not an issue. And the third mate is clearly the third mate, just because of the hat that he wears. And everybody, the other mates have been identified, so this has got to be the third mate. And look at where he's standing. You got your first mate, your second mate, your third mate, your fourth mate. We've confirmed this guy and this guy and this guy. So this guy here. He's the most nicely dressed out of all of them. So, and the mates tend to be more nicely dressed. Are you French? Just the way he's dressed makes me think that he's a seaman. think this guy has to be the bosun's mate. But they say that he got torn apart. And this guy clearly fell overboard to his death. This is hard. Okay. So we have an unknown fate for Martin Perrault. We're not sure. I'm gonna remove him as the bosun's mate for right now. But he definitely looks like an officer to me. I'll put him as an unknown officer just so I make a note that I suspect him as being the bosun's mate. Which means I suspect you of being a seaman, which I already have listed. And then there's you, unknown seaman. And then there's a couple more. This guy. This guy. So 1, 2, 3. 4. And then this guy. Out of all of them, he looks the most like an officer. We're gonna leave him like this and try to confirm some other people. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. So he was not he was shot by unknown seaman. No? His fate is unknown, and I assume will remain unknown until the end of the game. But wait. Oh, there's other people that I can't fill in anyway. Who is Hamad Dawn, dude? Surely. Okay, I gotcha, because they're unknown people. Alright. So. 2, 3. Huh. I wonder then. I can't get them all confirmed until I know what's happened to Philip Dahl, and I can't do his fate. Because he doesn't have a fate listed. Whatever happens to him happens in bargain. So I don't know how this is possible, because they won't get confirmed. Well, I will leave these guys to last, because I think they all share the same fate. So if I can get 2 of them, I can fill in the rest of their fates with that same fate. At the beginning of the escape, he says, your mate was torn apart. He was looking for his Frenchman. We don't know for sure that this guy was torn apart, so I'm going to put unknown. We see this guy falling to his death. So let's... okay, he's already bookmarked. The last place he appears is here, falling overboard, I'm pretty sure. So let's go back to this guy's death, Maba's death. Look at the timer in the back of the book. It has a space blocked out to account for those that you can't solve before the bargain, does it? Oh, I guess right here. Okay. Where's the... No, not you. Here? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. We see these three bodies falling. We can't see who they are, though. Looking for your French fries? Where are your French fries? Also, hey, Uni, welcome. We can infer from the ship there that these were the people on the ship at the start of the Doom. Freedom fries. And we can see the start of the Doom here. Slathered in ketchup, mayonnaise, and blue Powerade. That sounds terrible.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
Oh, it's... Okay, we're gonna have to listen carefully. Thought I forget. It wasn't my fault I saw the whole thing. We'll listen to that line. But
No cause for trouble, boys.
it might be this guy, Duncan McKay.
In the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Nice.
I think that's probably Duncan speaking. So we have Nathan Peters. And then 2 important people leaving. I think that makes sense. Unless they're both the same. I don't know. Are you really dressed? I mean, you're kind of dressed nicely. You look like you guys could be similar rank, and then you're like totally dressed all scraggly. Wait, that still makes French. Okay. So, we know they say the bosun's mate, the Frenchman, was torn apart. They say that. The only person they could possibly see be torn apart is this guy. He's the only person who's still on the deck at that point. Those guys who are falling out of the rowboat are too far away to identify. So I don't think this can be Charles Minor. Or Minet. Which means he has to be an unknown seaman. And this one has to be Charles. I wouldn't think that he was. But he must be. Okay. So we don't have fates for these guys yet. Known, unknown. Urgent. He could be torn apart by a beast, so we just need to confirm one more. His is unknown. He can't. He'll be resolved, I guess, in this chapter. So then there's gonna be one more. He went missing. Which means there's gonna be one more person who we can identify, but we won't know of their fate. So I want to go back to the guy getting treated, or the guy dying with his leg injury. I think it's over here, actually. Because we'll see who else is involved in carting that guy off, and at least we'll know who not to look for. Is it this guy? No, it's someone down here, isn't it? Well, we'll go to this scene, at least. We'll start here. Let's see. Carpenter. Butcher. Artist. Mercer. William. Graham. Carpenter's mate. Makes sense. Okay, so you're the one who falls and loses part of your leg, it seems like. So I'm at the wrong place. I need to find your body. Hey, Jelly! Welcome, welcome. In the room with the crab, the little room. Oh, is that where he is? That's right. It's back this way, isn't it? Where is that? I don't think it's in here. Because this is like the carpenter's area. Maybe it's on the other side then. What's that little room? It was all the way around. It was downstairs further, was it? Oh yeah, it was through here, wasn't it? Well, that's not the right one. This isn't what I wanted. Yeah, that's not who I'm looking for. How are you doing, Jelly? Yeah, that was a different chain. I'm looking for the guy who fell down the stairs. This is the guy who gets crushed. Okay, hold on. It was, this section, Unholy Captives. I'm looking for this guy. Location of the corpse is to the left of the stairs. These stairs? In the cargo hold. Here. Because we get his leg.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Where's the rest of his leg? It's over here. I was gonna go get it for you. So we hear a name. We hear John. Does that help us? Hey, Undead. Are you John? And are you torn apart by a beast? Maybe. Does losing your leg count as being torn apart? So we have the first mate. We've got the steward. Who else's fate is unclear here? All the coolest pirates have peg legs anyway. Guess he hasn't found his ceiling. You guys. So, let's see. is the surgeon says, all's fine, John, been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? So he can't be talking to this guy because that's James. He can't be talking to that guy because that's... Unless this guy is John, but I don't think he can be. He's clearly a steward. And he's clearly not talking to this guy, so I think this guy has to be John. The captain's name is Robert. William. It's Philippe. You're probably not John, because I don't think he's talking to you. He's clearly talking down to you and then asking him, hey, where's the rest of his leg? And he's not talking to Alfred, so I think we can conclude that this is John. His cause of death may be incorrect, but gunner's mate saw leg, hey, don't go down there. Carpenter's mate and the carpenter, sure. Oh, they're moving the treasure back on board. Wrong chat. No worries. So they did bring the chest back on. Third mate is kind of responsible. Huh. So I still don't know whose fate is unclear. Let's see. So the fates of the people who are unclear are currently kind of unrelated. Because it's this guy here, Philippe. It's this guy here. They don't go missing, but they also don't get murdered. So those two guys must be in the bargain. So yeah, there's one more person. Who will show up in the bargain. That's right, crushed by falling cargo, got it. Just not sure who that is. I don't think it's any of these guys. We've figured most of them out. Or if we haven't, they at least have a cause of death. A person whose fate we can't determine. I wonder if maybe it's someone we've not yet seen. Well, there's 60 names on there, but maybe we haven't seen this person. I don't want to count all these people though. You've got an idea, but you don't want to give a solution. Appreciate that. Alright, let's look at the list. Alright, number 7 may or may not be correct. Okay. So we have 3 things here. I want to check some, because he did fall down some stairs. That's not correct. I think torn apart by a beast makes most sense because he got his leg torn off. And that is also what happened to the bosun, and he died from losing his arm. Therefore, we can determine that this guy is not the bosun's mate. Or he's not the guy who shot, what's his face? So let's go find... Down one more. It was down, wasn't it down here? No. I think I need to go up one more. Oh, I'm getting all confused. I think it's down here and then around the side. Yeah.
Secure the hold.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
So this shot is clearly what kills this guy. So if we go 11 others were present, it's gotta be this guy. So you... We don't know if you were torn apart. Don't know what's happened to you. You go missing. But I think we can confirm that you are not the bosun's mate. Which means that you were not shot by the bosun's mate. Otherwise, those 3 would have solved, because I think we got the other guy correct, because he has to be John. So who's left that you can be? You could be from Sierra Leone, or you could be one of the guys from England. You look like a George to me. This is like the worst way to do it. This is the worst way to do it. Okay, maybe you're not George. You're Alexander. Georgist. You've got no idea and you're a problem? What do you mean? Okay, none of that's correct. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to use process of elimination and filling in blanks because I'm sure there's clues somewhere, but I haven't been able to find them. We know that I say we know. We can figure that this guy whose corpse I'm at now is Zungi Sathi, the ship's steward. He was shot by somebody. We don't know who the bosun's mate is yet. It's possible that this is not correct and he just fell down the stairs, but falling down the stairs isn't gonna freaking tear your leg off, so I think we can assume that this guy is John Naples and his cause of death is torn apart by a beast. A friend invited you over for Gloomhaven. Never been so conflicted about wanting to go play a board game. Well, the VOD will be here for when you get back. Go enjoy Gloomhaven. Thank you so much for the game and hanging out. We're probably going to finish this today one way or the other. His fate... Okay, so we don't know who he is. His fate is clear. I think that's correct. Unknown fate. Unknown fate. Shot by somebody. Don't know who you are. Unknown. So we have him marked unknown soul. What is he? Oh, he's Let's look at his. He's there. Listed as an unknown soul. Let's figure out why we don't have him marked down as something. Ding 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 plong.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？来，全部供出来，都是恁害啦！迄个害的较对人无过好，啥人滚死呀
？Shell? What shell?
Okay. Hey, Flymock. Welcome, welcome. So, the X is very confusing because I don't know who's talking. What does the X indicate when there's two people here? Silent Ambassador, thank you so much for the host. Hello and welcome. Who else is here? Okay. I bet you're the guy from Sierra Leone because I feel like that's probably somewhere close to China. How goes the mystery? We're so close to solving everything. And by saying so close, I mean we've solved most of them, but the last ones are really hard. I need to quickly Google where Sierra Leone is, though. No, I'm not trying to search about oxygen not included. Thank you. Capital city's Freetown. Do you recognize that language? It should look like Chinese, I think. Because, the guy speaking is Formosan. The guy with the X by his name. Because someone is asking him, what are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. So someone there is speaking the language to him. And Formosa is located, or was located, on the island of Taiwan. Hey HD! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think it's a translator too, which would make me think someone from China, but I don't believe that there's anyone from China present. So then who is translating? Oh no, Huang Li's present. He's there. He's translating. Shit. Alright, never mind then. We don't know who you are. You're somebody. Yeah, he's translating. Okay. Formosa was Taiwan's old name. Did Formosa only existed for like 6 months though? It was like one of the first republics in the East. And then China was like, you know what? We kind of want Taiwan. Taiwan's ours now. So he's translating. He's holding the guy down. Captain's trying to question him. So I still don't know who you guys are. This is so hard. There's like 7 people? This guy, I can't determine his fate yet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't determine this fate. 6, 7, 9. No, there's 10, 11. 12 people left. I could determine 9 of their fates. Sound a little sniffly? My nose is a little stuffed up. I'm okay though. You know, it's probably time to take my allergy medicine, so give me 1 sec. Oh, I hate taking that. But hopefully it makes me a little bit less congested. It's mostly just inflammation. Nose. So I'm gonna sound a little nasally. Apologies if that's terrible. So I feel like this is John. We have seaman from Sierra Leone. We have 1, 2 from England left to identify. And we have the bosun's mate. So we have 4 people left to identify. I don't know who's who. So the bosun's here. Maybe we should... Would his mate be standing with him? Possibly. Let's go back to that scene. Because... Okay, so we have the bosun here. We have this guy here. He is looking that direction, but of course, spikes just happened. I feel like he's just a seaman. I feel like you're the bosun's mate. But you definitely fell overboard, even though they say that your Frenchman got torn apart. Oh, that just doesn't make sense. The only person we see who could potentially get torn apart is this guy. But when we filled him in as the bosun's mate, and the other information in, it didn't work. Did you have 3 correct when you put it in? I mean, clearly I didn't. Go with what you're almost certain is true. Eliminate all other possibilities. That is what I'm trying to do, Phil, but I appreciate it. You look like you're English. You look like you would be from Sierra Leone. You look like some English bloke. You also look like you're some European bloke. And we have no idea what happened to you. So many possibilities for you. I know you could. I'm not asking you to. That's the cook. That's... All's fine, John. So that suggests that this guy's John. Because there's nobody else there named John. I'm gonna leave you as confirmed. Well, not you, but the leg. That's John's leg. We'll say that that's John. Don't spoil yourself if you can. Oh, it's a bit late for that. Got both of these. Not paying too much attention at the moment. Okay, cool. Alright, so I want to go back here. Oh, I think that's a bit too far back. That's farther back than I want to be. Back this way.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
You know what? Maybe it's Peters who shoots him. That one must have died from being drop dead gorgeous. Oh, which Peters? Nathan? Alright. I don't want to go back. I want to go forward one. Oh, no, I don't. I guess I could go to him. And we might see where everyone is located. And that's the one that's, downstairs. This door. Oh, but I can't go back upstairs, can I? Doesn't have a gun. Oh, wait, who? There is. Oh, Nathan, he's there. He also does not have a So which hatch is that? Oh, right, and we can't go up here because, like, we have to realize that there's another body just above us. Okay. Sudoku to solve. So, Nathan Peters was there. And then we also see him opening this. And this guy's getting taken down. So it's possible he could run here and have his gun out. Let's go back to these decapitated guys and try to figure out where everyone is.
Where are you?
He's getting a gun, so he's gotta be the one who shoots, because I don't know that we see Nathan with a gun. There's the bosun. There's the gunner. Gunner's mate. I can't tell if he's trying. Is he pushing that open? I assume he's pushing that open because it's open later in the scene. Midshipman. That makes sense. So this is where he gets spiked, and then he crawls all the way around and then ends up getting shot. And given these context clues, I think it's gotta be this guy who shoots him. We just don't know who you are. You think so too? It's gotta be that guy. We see him with a gun. And then if we go to the moment of his death, we see a guy standing over here with a gun. Over here-ish. Or maybe it's over here. No, I think it's over here. We see a guy over here with a gun. And then the only other guy with a gun we see is the bosun, who's like over here firing in this direction. And again, seeing these two together makes me think that this guy's the bosun's mate, but then that means something else is wrong. Because if we can identify who this guy is, if he's the bosun's mate, they say that he gets torn apart by the beast. So we could fill that in. And we also know that that is the guy who shoots the steward over here who's crawling away from a spiky death. And then we also know from context clues that John is the guy with the leg who got torn off. I'm gonna go back to the scene with the leg. I'm gonna find the leg.
Keep pressure here.
Knock him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Blow them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the
Is that a sword? Down by him?
Yes, fine.
Possibly?
All's fine, John. Been in worse
Yeah.
ones, I think.
There's a sword there.
Save the rest of the day.
Wait. What if he cut off his leg? What if it's his sword? He talked about madness, right? Because, okay, he had to be doing something crazy. So what if he was killed? By the captain's steward? Maybe that's why it wasn't right. Maybe. I mean, he's got a belt there, for sure. But that could be rope tying him up. It's probably a belt. Then why would he cut off his leg? Maybe it's a girdle and he's innocent. And the captain looks angry. The captain does look angry, but he's calling the guy mad for some reason. But yeah, the cutlass is in a pool of blood. But, wait. His leg is all the way over there. So how does his leg end up all the way over there? Do you have the leg? No? So the leg literally ends up on the other side of the stairs over here. Yeah, but if he attacked John, how does his leg end up over here? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. There's a blood trail. And then this is where he loses his leg. Yeah, well, I don't think he dragged himself there because the blood trail's very light. So I think it's like maybe they were over here. But how the... I guess maybe he limps, like hops over this way, holding on to stuff, dripping blood all the way, and then kind of collapses here. But then why would the sword be over there? And I guess he's maybe chasing him down, trying to kill him? Why would he do that to John? Okay. All right. We know that to be true. Right, what remains? The people who tried to escape. The fourth mate steward, who also tried to escape. And we have 2 seamen to identify, which we can probably do now. All right. I don't know how we're gonna do these last 3 then. The people who've escaped. Hey, Dress. Welcome, welcome. Well, calling them survivors is kind of a spoiler, TBH. Because I didn't know if they survived or not, and now you're calling them survivors. Maybe the book had a clue.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Oh, look out!
So yeah, there's these guys. I need to figure out what happens to them. Did Sadie not know this was a reality TV show? She was a judge. Okay, so there's literally 4 people here who it says I can determine the fates of. And then there's 3 people who it will, or 2 people only, that it won't let me determine the fates of. Martin Perot and Philippe Dahl. And the one sent you the book. Is that someone from on the ship? Henry Evans. Are they on the ship? They're not part of the manifest. Okay, so that's not what I'm... Oh, no, they're the surgeon. The surgeon sent me the book. The surgeon's alive. Shit! What? Where? Fuck. So he's alive in Morocco. Fuck. East Indies? No, Morocco. She's live for now. Is Morocco considered the East Indies, or is it considered, like, Africa? Well, that laugh was of someone who may have snipped. I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. I haven't been driven mad by this mystery. Why would you even say that? Goes back to Lurkin. It was lovely to see you. Okay, Morocco's in North Africa, so they're in Africa. Which suggests that the ladies also made it to Africa? Oh, it only gave me 2 this time. Oh. I was trying to figure out how I was going to get a batch of 3 for the last 4, but it gave me with 2. So that means you're also alive in Africa. And you are also probably alive in Africa. We did it! We did it! There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Cheers for that. Alright, we did it. Let's get out of here. We still have the bargain chapter to look at. Obra done. Another case closed. Oh, not quite. For there is one more thing left to resolve. Here? Alright.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
I'm good. Let's go. How do I... Oh, what? No, I'm leaving. So what now? We gotta leave. I'm not quite sure how. I have to figure out how to leave. And then we unlock the bargain chapter. Do I open my case? I can't.
Ready to go?
Yeah. Yes? Oh, it's ticking down. So I have a chance. Okay. And if you look back at the ladder, it stops. Okay, cool.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
One week later. Damaged in Squall Atlantic, sunk in the storm, Falmouth payout claimed 20,000. All cargo loss payout claimed. All cargo loss payout claimed. Estate forfeited. Fined. Mutiny and theft. Fined. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward. Fate unknown. Extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties. I don't believe that. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate, estate fined. I mean, he didn't. It felt more like an accident, but okay. Torn apart by beast, exceptional performance of duties. So I guess we can just go through like everybody. Outstanding wages donate to pension fund. Oh, because he has no known estate. Huh? No claim made. Interesting. A lot of pages. We found a lot of people. The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. One year later.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour? Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Oh, I'm opening it right here. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. Oh, it's a body! It's a part of a body! As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it, H.E. Bargain. Not even kind regards. She must be livid.
There's no time. We need to go. Right.
In you go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
Okay. Henry Evans has shot a beast? So we've witnessed the death of a beast. We see Philip Dahl there. The third mate, he's been spiked. Oh shit. Wait, that looks like the monkey. What? Yeah, that's definitely a monkey's paw. It was the monkey. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Ew. This game is so good. I love this game so
A
much.
third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Alright, so it's got a shell. Paul Moss and Davy Jones dragging that thing out. And I can't tell if you're dead or not. You're probably dead. Yeah, you probably got spiked. Well, it's what I thought happened. Martin Perot had an unknown fate. Nah, man, he got spiked. Not you. It's you?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all! Ah!
It's got the shell. Why does he have the shell? And oh, the captain's like stabbing them. Is that his hat then? So where's the second mate? I guess he comes in later. Yeah, Martin said the captain was down below. I was just expecting it to be the second mate because we see him on the ground dead. So, Capture Beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Another one.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Oh my gosh, yeah, he went a little bit crazy. Killing those things. And what is he? Is he just, the shell's just on him now. He's chained up. He's bleeding. He's got the shell on his belly. What did they try to capture? Yeah, they got the mermaids down there. So basically, the order of events is that, the second? No. Nichols. We'll just say Nichols. I think he's the second mate. Fools, I know. Nichols took the treasure and he took the Formosan royalty. Took them out on rowboats, was gonna escape to the Canary Islands. The Formosan royalty were talking amongst themselves about the monsters coming for the shells or the treasure. The mermaids come and murder basically everyone. The Formosan king, or whoever he is, manages to get one of the shells out or something and basically burns all the mermaids and himself to death. The only survivor is Nichols, who drags the mermaids onto his ship and comes back where he gets shot by one of the Formosan guards. But they still haul everything up onto the ship. And that's kind of where everything starts. Because they haul the mermaids up from those boats. And everyone starts getting murdered by terrible things. And then they decide to lock the mermaids down in the, what is it? The lazarette. And then the creepy spider things come for him. And then the big kraken comes for him. And it looks like at the end of this, they toss everything back. And then it stops. Don't mess with merfolk. Got it. Yeah. Don't imprison beings. And don't steal their shells, maybe. And unholy creatures' defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. That's what the bargain is, yep. The fools, I know.
What's this? Quicksilver. Herre min Gud!
So it looks like he was burnt by the shell. He had to open the chest and take a shell, because it's not in his hand. It's something. It's hard to tell. Because if his arms were chained down, how could he open the chest? But yeah, I think he did. Obra done! That's the achievement! Yay. We solved everything. I'm very pleased. Yep, I was gonna say we're gonna put the book away. Goodbye, Obra Dinn. Oh, that was good! That was really good. Let's say 5. We have 2 hours left. I think we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna start Gris. That's gonna be the plan. For my dad. Oh, it was such a good story. You did a good job. I really love his work. I can't wait for the next thing that he does. He always does really good, like, investigative-y type stuff. It was so good! I know! He knows how to tell a tale. He does! Like, I loved Papers, Please, and I love this. So he did a fantastic job. I can't wait to see what he does next. We'll find out who did the music. I have no idea yet. But yeah, the music has all been really good too. Though there were definitely some things that felt a little too jaunty for what was happening. It looked like he tried really hard to get people of that actual background to voice those characters as well. That's cool. And then language consulting and stuff too, that's cool as well. If they're on to extra things, maybe we've already missed who did the music. I don't know. I'm sad it's over, but I'm happy with what we accomplished. Settings. Oh. Wait. Program, design, art, sound, and music. Lucas Pope did it. There we go. He did it all. Except for all the voices.